perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
2023 was definitely a year where DC fans were eating well with all the hate Marvel was receiving because they were not eating well with their mediocre movie release. Overall, the whole superhero genre didn't do so well, aside from a few exceptions here and there. Today, I want to talk about how we got here with Marvel and how we can move forward.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Bob Iger, a CEO that deserves as much hate as David Zaslav. If you want to point a finger at one individual that is destroying Marvel's reputation, it's Bob Iger's decisions. One of his decisions is Disney Plus, a streaming service that is actively destroying Marvel's reputation. I can count on one hand of all the Marvel TV shows that I actually enjoyed, instead of their truckload of shows they have dumped on their service, and I will never touch again. Once in a blue moon, when that happens, is because the project was designed to be a TV show in the first place, instead of a movie that was stretched out to feel like a TV show. And when you stretch out a project, you usually add things that are pointless to the story. Like, does anyone remember this character and what he added to the plot? Because I don't. Second, who's picking these ideas? Is anyone excited for an ACNA TV show?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
No one wants this, and it's Bob Iger forcing Marvel to dump content onto the streaming service to prove to shareholders that he deserves the big bucks. He even said the same thing, saying Marvel lacks focus. But that's your fault. You caused this mess. When Disney Plus launched, Disney was clearly fumbling the bag with Star Wars, so they quickly pivot to Marvel. And in 2021, they launched so much Marvel content. They launched WandaVision, Falcon the Winter Soldier, What If, Loki, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Spider-Man No Way Home. And they wonder why everyone was burnt out with Marvel. You even saw on YouTube with content creators. Remember when Jeremy Johns from Mr. Sunday Movie was releasing a video every week talking about the new episode? Now look, Jeremy Johns and Mr. Sunday Movie barely release videos talking about Marvel, and if they do, it's usually talking about how the show sucks now. Plus, it doesn't help that so little overall story has happened. Phase 4 in total was 50 hours, exceeding every phase before then. And what has happened? Not much. They've been dragging this universe about to break, causing unforeseen harm to the multiverse storyline forever now. And now with Loki season 2 and Jonathan Major being fired, I guess the storyline is done? I honestly don't know, and I don't think Marvel knows either, which has led Marvel to go into panic mode, causing a Variety article to come out. You know how Marvel's visual effects have been terrible lately?
Does that look real?
In that particular shot, no, actually. it doesn't really, right? When you look
Does it
close.
need to be more blue?
Well,
you know,
no.
but does he look real?
No, none of
Does
us.
she look- she
Something looks very off about this.
Within the article, it talks about how visual effects artists are being worked to the bone with impossible deadlines, and Marvel is nothing without its visual effects. For example, a single episode of She-Hulk cost $25 million. And the reason why it costs so much is because Marvel can't make up its damn mind, leading to horrible scripts and forcing visual effects artists to pick up the pieces and make a good show. That's not how you make a good show, Bob. Bob thinks throwing money at anything will just fix the problem. The problem is these impossible deadlines. Bob is promising his shareholders that the line will go up, and the only way he knows how to make the line go up is pumping out endless amount of content each year. This endless amount of content has caused talented writers to turn in lackluster scripts, which causes talented directors to film terrible scenes, forcing visual effects artists to clean up their mess. All because you want to release a third Marvel movie that year. But don't worry, Marvel fans, they have backup plans. Let's talk about Kang's backup plans first. We have Doctor Doom replacing Kang. Hang on one second. Why can't they replace Kang with another actor and continue the storyline? They have done it before. Well, there's a rumor from the Weekly Planet, Hot Scoop or Shot of Poop, that Jonathan Majors signed an exclusive deal with Marvel that he alone could only pay King. Like I said, this is just a rumor, and no one has confirmed this is true, but I do find it strange as soon as Jonathan Major got fired, they instantly started working on renaming the movie. Now that that rumor is looking a little bit more true, let's talk about another rumor. The article talks about how there has been talks about how Marvel wants to bring back all the original 6 Avengers for one last ride.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a fucking idiot.
If this happens, this will ruin the entire universe. And I don't even think nostalgia of bringing back the original 6 Avengers will make this movie profitable, especially with how much you would have to pay Raleigh Downey Jr. to come back. Also, you already did this movie. It's called Avengers Endgame. Hey Bob, did you notice the end in the title? Right now, for 2024, we only have one Marvel movie coming out, Deadpool 3. It's because Marvel is letting the audience breathe and get a quick breath from all this superhero movie fatigue. No, it's not that, of course. It's because of production problems. We have Blade, a movie announced in 2019, and that has an initial release date of 2023. And now it has moved to an unknown date in 2025 due to production problems, like the original director dropping out and multiple rewrites. This sounds like The Flash all over again. Then we have Captain America: A Brave New World, with initial release date of 2024, and it's now been pushed to 2025 due to poor test screenings. The reactions are so bad that allegedly 3 sequences are being cut. Reshooting that much is never a good sign, and reshooting can't fix a broken script. Also, Marvel thought Ant-Man and the Quantum Realm was going to be a hit. Where did we hear this before? So what now? Where do we go from here? First, Marvel needs to reduce the number of projects coming out each year. At maximum, you should have 2 movies and 1 show. That's it. No more. This will allow writers to spend enough time writing a story that they actually feel passionate about. There was a reason why we went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It's because it told an emotional story about characters we actually cared about. And it's not like Ant-Man and the Quantum Realm that teased 5 million other sequels upcoming. Also, that's how Marvel started. People came to the movies because they cared about the characters. And right now, we have a bunch of characters not being utilized properly at all. And fans are leaving this universe. Second, hire directors that have creative vision and let them go. For example, Taika Waititi made Thor Ragnarok, a great movie that has a good blend of humor, heart, and action. Then Thor Love and Thunder came out, a movie that screams studio interference from a short runtime, jokes that don't fit the movie at all, and deleted scenes that are better than the final production. You hired them for a reason. Trust them. Your interference with their creative projects are making them hate the overall experience, and they're not going to come back to fix the sinking ship of a universe. Third, focus on one overall story at a time and make sure it connects. In phase 1 through 3, the overall storyline was the Infinity Stones. That's it. In phase 4 and 5, there are so many hanging plot threads right now. We have the Thunderbolt team storyline that has been teased 3 times already. But that doesn't connect to the X-Men appearance at the end of the Marvels movie. And both those storylines don't connect to the Harry Styles appearance at the end of Eternals. And all 3 of those storylines don't connect to the Venom storyline teased in Spider-Man. Also, that doesn't connect to the White Vision. Also, is Scarlet Witch dead? Also, how did Hulk suddenly get sons now? Notice how I sound like an insane person right now. And Marvel wants the average moviegoer to understand this mess. If all 3 of those changes don't work, 2024 has taught me anything so far. The only way to make a good movie is to make a horror movie out of a cute thing. So Marvel, where is the Baby Groot horror movie? I know right now people are more excited for DC's new universe launched by James Gunn because he's a creative genius that has not delivered anything less than perfection with his movies. Bob Iger is slowly killing Marvel's reputation, so why not jump ship to the other universe? I don't want to live in a universe where one company makes good movies while the other company makes mediocre to bad movies. We already experienced that timeline, and it sucked. I want both companies constantly trying to one up each other with better and better movies. Competition is good for everyone. It makes companies take a risk with their creative projects instead of dumping random shit on their streaming service. I always love superhero movies. I want DC and Marvel fans to experience the joy of having a universe that best represents their favorite hero. So, in conclusion, Marvel, get your shit together. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it. If you want to support me or Wordy, consider checking out our Patreon. Either way, thank you for watching, and see you next time.